Hello and welcome back to the rest of this video about this Jeep here, which I seem to really like. I like the shape of it a lot. And we will start working on a bit more of the details. So we'll click on faces, and if it helps you can change over to this just to make it a little easier at the top here. I'm not going to sync it in. We're just going to set it back, so we're just going to hit E and just slide it back just a hair like that. So it's still just the one face. It's just going to be easier to deal with. Same thing here. Just like that. Where you got that little edge there, if you can see your window. We're going to grab both sides here. And we're going to hit E again. And we're going to right click to cancel it. We're going to zoom in because we're just going to go in the slightest bit like that. Just trying to get like half of that. There we go. Something like that. Looks good to me. All the windows kind of match all the way around. So we can go back to the other part there. Can do some coloring to help certain things to stick out a little bit. Do all the glass like that. These are double-sided, remember, on the doors. We'll just make them a different color for we know they're going to be glass. Just do, oops. We're going to have to add another color, my bad. Why can't I? Oh, there we go. I scrolled down, that's why. Plus, new. Make this one a dark blue. So the windows are a different color and things are a little easier to see what we're doing there. Okay. So on the front of the vehicle, we're going to make sure we're in edit mode, tab. Going to hit R. Going to do it this way. Stop where your bumper wants to be. Click from one side, control click to there, control click to there. Once you have the whole thing, we're going to hit E, slide it out like so, and if it's not going on the right axis, you may have to push Y, Z, or X to make sure it's on the right axis. And it should be though, and we'll do that for now. And we'll go to the back, and we'll control R. Oh, there we go. And we'll stop about the same height-ish. Probably might not be exact, but it doesn't exactly need to be either. We'll do the same thing. You can take the curl part on the bottom if you'd rather. But I'm just going to take this flat part and make it nice and easy and give me a certain look of a nice square bumper on our Jeep. That's what I want. That's what I like, so I'm going to use that. Okay, so we got them now. One thing we could do is, this is going to be a little hard to do, but we can remove our bumpers if you plan to have them removable in game. And you gonna have to hold control and left click, control, and do it to the bottom side. And if you miss, make sure you just hit the undo once. You should be able to fix it easily. Oh. It's really hard to grab that bottom edge, as you can see. Just make sure you're holding the shift while you're doing it. If you misclick, you don't turn the whole thing off. It's so hard to grab that. Queen said that's what she said. You guys weren't supposed to hear that. Ha ha ha. Alright. Almost done. Oh my god, that last one. Oh, we got it. Alright. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hit P, selection, and then we can go out, grab that bumper by itself, And we can right click it to set original geometry, I think. Yeah. And then we can just move it out. And yeah, it leaves a small hole there, so we're just going to fill that hole up now. A little bit of steps to this, but it's definitely worth it. Click on the Jeep, go into edit mode, and just grab, oops, go to edges. Grab the bottom edge, grab the top edge, F. It's going to take a little bit, but it's going to be worth it. We got a perfectly fitting bumper now. Oops. And make sure you don't miss, and if you do, just hit undo. No big deal. I think I got the wrong one there. You'll know if you got the wrong one, that's for sure. And we're going to have to do that all the way across. And just one at a time, grab them, and no big deal. All right. Just make sure you let go of the old ones before you fill it, otherwise you're going to have a double square there. It might look pretty funny. And there we go. We've covered the whole thing, and we've got our bumper loose. We can even go to edges again, and control, grab that. We can dissolve this edge if we really want to. Up to you. Don't need it, but you can have it if you still want it. Now it's gone. We got our bumper free. We're going to have to do the same thing along the back of the bumper, or leave it hollow like so. I'll leave it up to you what you want to do with yours. We'll do the same process on the back. It's going to be a little hard to grab again, but... And I know what you're thinking, Queen. And just use control, and you're going to have to zoom in real close to grab this one. That's all. And we got it. And this one. That part's real easy to grab. Oh, I don't know where that went. Let's just undo that. Oops. Where are we here? All right, let's get a little closer. A little frustrating to grab it, but we'll get it. No big deal. There we go. All right, and then just P to separate. Oh, sorry, P selection. And then it should be separate. Can set origin geometry, and then we should be able to move it easy enough. And we'll fill that hole. And we might have to come back for a third part in the end to finish this whole vehicle. I guess there's a little more detail than I was expecting. All right, let's fill this up though. And again, you can leave your bumpers hollow. Some bumpers are hollow. They usually are, with a couple braces in them. We will leave them hollow and put a brace in them, as per tradition. Oh, I missed that last one. And just make sure you only do it one at a time, for you don't mess any of these up, because it's a little hard to keep them in the right spots. Like so. And last one. Alright, done. Okay, and we'll make braces for those, but what else are we missing? We're missing most of our interior, so that's why I said we might need to go to a third video, but maybe we'll do door handles first. Yeah, and if you're gonna make this for its separating, we're gonna have to work on that too. Let's see. What I would probably do is take this little frame piece around me, maybe. Oh, maybe not. Just like that, I guess. I might take that frame piece, actually. It looks better with it. And maybe I'll take that part. And we need to make sure we got this bottom edge, which we don't. Right here. I think that's it. Let's try it. Shift D. Let's try moving that door out and see what it looks like. Doesn't look like we missed anything. No, it looks like a full door to me. So that's how I would take it the back. Oh, we did miss one. So just undo. Undo. Now we got that one. Make sure we got the rest of them again. I don't know if we undo too far. Can't tell if that's... No, it was grabbed. Okay. Try that again. Shift D. And that's how I'd take out that back door like that. And we'd have a perfect copy of it. And we just have to move it back in. And then we just need to highlight this whole thing again. In exactly the shape that our door is. And then we just need to delete that shape. And right now it's still connected to the car. But as soon as it becomes disconnected like this, like when we copied it and moved it out, we can just highlight it as one. It knows that it wants to be its own thing. Okay, let's just make sure we got them all. I think we do. And we just hit delete faces. Okay. Now we have our opening back door. Alright, we're not going to separate it yet, and we'll probably come back in the next one for our headlights and then our front grille. We're going to need to do too. We might actually need to do it sooner than later. Maybe we'll do it real quick before we go. Oh, we can't do it in that mode, that's for sure. Do it in this other mode though. There we go. I don't know why it's highlighted that color, but that's fine. So we just get down to a reasonable spot where we can work with it. I'll start shaping the grill out of here. Leaving enough room for our headlights, which we could probably reuse this piece for actually. So let's grab it. Something like that. And we'll shift E before we go, because we'll just reuse this block to make some headlights with them after. We gotta make sure we miss our bumper, which we are. And have enough room for headlights, which I think we do. Something like this. And we can thin it out a little bit. Something like that. Hopefully we'll be able to bool it out of the car without any problems. I don't think we attached anything, so it should be fine. Oh, let's copy it first. Shift D. And grab it, then grab the car. Object, bool, and difference. As you can see, now that shape's punched out of the front of it. So we need to click on the car, click out, and just take that back face and delete the face. Now we can see our engine. And now we just need to shape ourselves a nice grill. So, real quick, let's grab that, shift D it, and then we'll hit S. And then we'll hit this, drag it out this way, shrink it down this way. Make sure we can see it a little better. And we'll just copy it a few times. Alright, and then we'll copy this, but we'll use our secret trick of math. It's a secret trick now to move it to the other side. Oh, I see. Okay, we won't do that. Looks like we're going to have to hand bomb them. So we're not on the axis anymore. I'm not at the 0 line while I'm working on this. I forgot about that. I could take it all there just to do it, but I won't. Just kind of guess at it. It'll probably look fine enough. Shift D. Something like that. So we'll highlight all those. Minus it from that with a bool. We got ourselves a nice little truck grill. Truck grills are usually pretty big and pretty square for some reason, but we'll go with it. I think it looks pretty good. Leave it something like that. We'll come back and make some headlights in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, all that crap, and we'll see you next time. Bye.